Good morning students. Today we are going to start with planning process. As we have discussed earlier that planning is deciding in advance or thinking beforehand. So we need to follow certain steps. Now first step of planning that we are going to discuss is setting objectives. Afterwards developing premises, identifying alternative course of actions, evaluating alternative courses, selecting an alternative, implementing the alternative, and finally follow up action. Now coming to the first step, that is setting objectives. Objectives means the endpoints, right? The meaning of objectives is endpoints. Those endpoints which the organization or the company wants to achieve. In planning process, firstly objectives are determined, then they are interpreted to different departments of the organization. Objectives are set for the organization as a whole, for the different departments as well as for the employees. These objectives are set by the top level managers. The employees, they get a direction about the work that they need to do for the attainment of the organizational objectives. Now taking an example, we have an automobile company, that is ABC Limited. They are planning to increase the sale of their car by 20% in the next upcoming months, right? These months can be October, November, December. So increasing 20% sale of a car is setting objective. Next is the second step, that is we have developing premises. Now we know that planning is done for the future. As future is uncertain, so before taking any final decision, the managers are required to make certain assumptions. So these assumptions are called developing premises. Now assumptions can be regarding the internal and external environment of an organization. Now internal premises or assumptions can be regarding the capital, the labor, raw material, machinery, etc. And the external can be government policies, business competition, taste and preferences of the customers, rate of interest, rate of taxes, etc. Now coming with the example, we know that ABC Limited is planning to increase the sale by 20%. So accordingly we can assume that in the month of October, November, the festivals are approaching and people consider purchasing new car at this time. Then second assumption can be tax benefits on the loan, bank rates of interest on the loan, etc. Right? So these are the assumptions that we can take in case of ABC Limited. Now the assumptions, they set a limit within which planning should be carried out. Managers have to accurately forecast the business environment so as to achieve the organizational objectives. Forecasting is the essence of successful planning. If forecasting or assumptions are set accurately, then organization can achieve its objectives, right? So all this, as we have discussed earlier the example, so all the tax benefits, the bank rate of the interest on a loan, etc., these are the assumptions of ABC Limited. Next is we have the third step, that is identifying alternative courses of action. Alternative courses of action means the direction that we need to follow, right? So in this we will consider all the possible alternatives that can help us in achieving the objective set, that objective that is set in the step 1. Now in ABC Limited, it has come up with certain alternatives to achieve the objective of increasing the sale by 20%. So the alternatives are, they are offering free car accessories, they are giving 10% discount on the road price of the car, they are providing with 0% finance, or they can get their car advertised by a famous personality or celebrity, right? So these all 4 or 5, these are the alternatives that are available with the ABC Limited. Coming to the next one, we have evaluating alternative courses. Now whatever courses we have already, just wait, whatever courses of alternatives we have already discussed in identifying, or we have identified, these will be reviewed. Now ABC Limited, if it has 4 alternatives, all the 4 alternatives will be reviewed thoroughly by the organization or the company, right? So whatever alternatives are there, they will be reviewed with their merits and demerits. That means we will look into all the positive and negative points of the alternatives, right? So after that, selecting an alternative. The fifth step, we have selecting an alternative. Now selecting an alternative, after going through the merits or demerits, we can say positive or negative points of the alternative, the best alternative is selected. That alternative is selected which has the least number of merits or demerits or negative points. We will select that alternatives which have least number of demerits or negative points, right? So for example, if ABC Limited, it has selected to get its car advertised by a famous celebrity, so that is what selecting an alternative. Next is implementing the plan. Implementing the plan means, now whatever alternative we have selected in the 5th step, we need to implement the same. According to the selected alternative, the directions are given to the employees to do a certain work in order to achieve the organization objective. So it is decided as to who will do a particular job and at what time, right? So now ABC Limited choose to get the car advertised by a famous celebrity. Now they have to implement the same in the organization. They have to search for the advertisement company. They will contact the celebrity from whom they want to get the advertisement done, and they will ensure that the advertisement is displayed at the right place and at the right time, right? So this was 6th step. Coming to the next one, last step of planning process, that is follow up action. Now in this, regular monitoring of the plan is done so as to know that whether the work is done in an effective and efficient manner or not. If there is any change, the change can be implemented as soon as possible. Now ABC Limited got the advertisement done by a famous celebrity. Now they want to know the effect of that advertisement on the sale of car. So after 3 months, they will review that whether advertisement by a famous celebrity helped them in increasing the sale or not. If yes, then by what percentage, right? So these were the 7 steps in the planning process. Now here in 4th step, we have toolkit 3, minimum preliminary criteria. So in this, they have discussed that it is not as difficult to find alternative courses as it is to reduce the list of alternative courses. So alternative courses should be the minimum possible so that they can be deeply analyzed. Now we know that in evaluating alternative courses, we review thoroughly all the alternatives that are available. But if we have 100, 200, 300 alternatives, it is not possible for us to review each and every alternative. So what we will do is, we will try to eliminate some of the alternatives. And what is the minimum limit for that? That is called minimum preliminary criteria. So we know that we have many alternatives, but some of the alternatives are beyond our reach. So we will just try to choose those alternatives which are within our reach. For example, if you have ₹20 in your pocket, you can only choose the things which cost you ₹20 or below. you cannot go beyond that limit, that means rupees 20. Why? Because the limit is rupees 20 in your pocket. You cannot purchase the good worth rupees 30, right? So this was all for today. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay home and stay indoors. Thank you.